What's up, guys? Welcome to Archive TV. I'm Shane.
I'm Fletch.
And we are back. We got a crazy video for you guys today. If you guys have been following the channel, you might remember about 2.5, 3 years ago, we did a video titled Smoking 4-Year-Old Hash. Well, being that it's been, like I said, 2.5, 3 years, we're now going to be smoking some 7-year-old hash. What do we got here, Fletch?
This is some lemon peel, which is also called the 1 star. If people have been to the shop, they know we kind of open the shop with it. And this is just some full melt dry sift I made 7 years ago and kept in the freezer and pull it out every once in a while. And it's still pretty lemon peely and melty and well preserved.
Well, that can happen over 7 years. The fact that this is still perfect sand is kind of impressive. I don't know what the oldest thing I've ever smoked is. I mean, I can pretty much guarantee it was this same hash 3 years ago.
This has got to be some of the oldest, nicest hash in the world.
Yeah.
No question.
Have you ever smoked anything older than this?
I mean, there's the legend of Sam the Stuntman's dry sift that I've never tried it. But he has like some 20-year-old hash, but it's skunk number 1 and this is lemon peel. I'll take that challenge any day of the week on which one's a better smoke. So
it's still crazy terps on this.
oh yeah.
Doesn't seem like that. I can't imagine this is much less of a nose on this than the day you jarred it up, right?
No, it's about the same. I mean, it's obviously lost a little bit of it. Pretty well preserved, all things considered.
It's that citrus zest, you know, crazy fruit rind smell that we've come to know and love with a lot of other cultivars over the years that kind of have a similar terp profile that tend to be really popular for extracts, you know?
Yeah, and this was one thing I always found interesting was, I've showed you this before, the static charge of the resin. So it'll move towards your finger when you press some hash out.
Voodoo.
Yep, it's magic.
First on this guy?
You gotta get charged. Give it a smell.
Sheesh.
I don't know if all that'll fit in there. You can try.
Alright. Fire in the hole.
Yeah, I grew this in like the winter of 2016. You know, it was probably harvested right around this time of year as well. So it's probably right at 7 years old.
Looking at it, smoking it, smelling it, I never would have guessed that this wasn't fresh.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Much less 7 years old.
Because it just gets you ripped.
It's that old school high too. It is that high that you don't remember feeling since you were a kid almost.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I've always loved about melt anyway. You know what I mean? I always felt like, especially like when BHO was real big, it was just a little bit too much of a heady, a little bit too pure of a THC type high, where I always like melt because it was like a full body experience. You know what I mean? You're going to be high up here, but that's just going to make it all the way down to your fucking feet. You know what I mean?
And like we were talking about the other day, ceilings with smoking, you know, with different varieties of cannabis, I still feel like there's less of a ceiling for me when smoking good melt or dry sift than with anything else.
Dank and lemony still, you know, like skunky lemons.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's funny because like for me, the tangy and lemon peel are so different. Even though they're like both citrusy, the tangy is like a bitter orange and the lemon peel is like a juicy lemon. It has the peelness to it, but it's not bitter.
Yeah.
You know, and it has the Star Dog to like really balance out the like bitterness of the lemon G side.
All those
and turn it skunky and like dank.
Yeah, most of those lemon strains, whether it's like the Calio, Tangerine Haze,
Lemon
like
Tree,
any of that shit, Lemon Tree, Lemon G, it always tastes like
citrus, but like you said, that bitterness. It's like buying, you know, shitty orange juice from concentrate or buying like some fresh pressed real orange juice. You know what I mean? One is just sweet and citrusy and tropical without all the other bullshit.
Exactly. But yeah, I would say this hash has hardly, if at all, degraded after 7 years, and just goes to show, you know, how proper handling, care, you can preserve something for a long time. Still gets you ripped. I don't feel like I have like a CBN high, which would be like, say that it's like degraded.
Exactly.
I feel pretty ripped, like you said, like a dry sift rip, where I'm all kind of giggly and a little bit more high school high.
I feel like when right after I smoke some fresh melt, like the day it's ready to fucking smoke, this is the same high I'm feeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I know that, you know, the way we processed this was basically put in the freezer within 3 or 4 days of getting trimmed.
Do you think there would be, I mean, could you store this like this indefinitely? Is that the plan? Is this kind of a little experiment right here?
I've done it for 10 years before, also. And I never saw degradation. I mean, we could keep doing it over time, but yeah, I think if you put it in like a deep enough freezer, it probably would be fine. You know, it's more of a personal stash type of process, but it's fun to see nonetheless.
It's not something you see every day, definitely not something you get to smoke every day. I feel like we should make this an annual tradition now of busting this out of the freezer and giving you guys a kind of progress report on how it's looking. I think that's a pretty unique opportunity that we have here to do that, and I'm never gonna pass up an opportunity to smoke this shit.
Cool.
All right, guys, we will see you for another one of these next year. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the things. We'll see you on the next one.